She's a straight shooter, if you know what I mean. Dishing out the truth about the royal scene with a fist of fire and a voice so keen. Hitting hard with those ultra-Brit vibes. No sugarcoating, no false alibis. Tearing down the lies she despises. Yorkshire lass with fire in her eyes. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that's shine. In a sea of fake, she's a beacon bright, unraveling the drama without a fright. Armored with honesty, ready to fight. Injustice quivers at her sight. Unbreakable will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines. Won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines.
Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition for the 23rd of February 2025. For those that don't know, let's just do a quick rundown of what we're going to be discussing today. First and foremost, the main topic. Meghan Markle is now banned from using the As Ever name for her brand because of China. We can actually thank China, of all places, for this one. What the deuce is going on? I'm going to break it down for you shortly. Then the second topic that we're going to get into is that Megxie has been warned that she will be fired by Netflix if her show with Love Meghan flops, or with whatever Meghan flops, right? And that's going to be released not next week, but the week after on the 4th of March. So do make sure you are subscribed here, because I'm going to be doing a watch party. I'm going to watch it so you guys don't have to. And similar to what I did with the Polo series last year, I'm going to watch it all live from the first episode right to the end. And you're going to get my unfiltered there and then reactions. What the hell's going to happen? We'll soon find out on the 4th of March. Going off on a tangent there. But the third topic we're then going to go into for today's live stream is, yes, a ticking time bomb. Megxie has been warned that an unexploded bomb will ruin her. What is this bomb all about? And critically, who is warning her? It was an ally. Looks like they may have seen the light and they may have turned. Stay tuned for the third story. And then we round things off with the fourth story, which is Meghan Markle dodging Prince Harry's divorce fears. Apparently, she refuses to reassure Prince Harry that she won't divorce him. What the deuce is going on there? That will round off the fourth story for today's live stream, Sunday, 23rd of February 2025. How y'all doing? How's your weekend been? For those that are watching on the replay, fast forward like 5-10 minutes and I will have started the first topic for the day. But yes, just to say hi to you all first. My goodness. Thank you so much to NPNG Creative Media for the £2 sugar bucks, ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. And this is my favourite, the ginger doggy fighting arts moment. And so for those that don't know, this is a ginger doggy. There are hearts coming from the tail. When you lift the tail from a doggy, what's directly underneath? The butthole. Therefore, this is a ginger doggy fighting arts moment. You'll never be able to ever see it ever again. You're very welcome. And there was so much more support that came through before we even started. So Aussie Anne 2025, thank you so much for gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say A up to our newest leader, courtesy of Aussie Anne 2025, and also sending a ginger doggy fighting arts moment and a $3.99 sugar bucks. We got Kathy McLean with a $3 sugar bucks, and the ginger doggy saying, how's it going? Hey up. It's going really well. I did a 65-kilometre bike ride yesterday all around Yorkshire. It was glorious. The weather was lovely. The sun was out to play. Today, though, oh my goodness, it's been raining. It's been blowing a hoolie. I'm so glad I went out yesterday for the bike ride and not today. However, yesterday's bike ride did actually alert me to my gears situation. They kept grinding on me. And I've never really had that before. So I'm going to take my bike into Halfords tomorrow and, get my gears fixed because I don't like the grindy bit, that's for sure. And we've got Sarge with the $2 sugar bucks saying, A up from the Sarge, Georgie and Olivia. A up, Sarge. Just seen your Instagram DM. So cutie patootie. Oh, it's like I want a puppy so bad right now. It is unreal. It's all the amount of time. It really is. And we also then have Lisa Gibbs. Thank you so much for the very generous £10 sugar bucks. Ruining a lot of sugar's days by sending a shiz ton of sugar bucks my way, saying, gotta love karma. Tell me about it, right, guys? And hearts in the chat for Lisa, because this is a very generous sugar bucks moment. So thank you so much, Lisa. That's very kind of you. With that being said, let's crack on with the first topic for today's live stream. Megzy is now banned from using her as ever name because of China. We can actually thank China for this one, but she's only banned from using the as ever name for a brand in a specific scenario. Here we go. So this is from Daily Mail. They're calling it their exclusive. And if there's anyone that's watching right now, and you've watched me for a little while now, we take exclusives from the Daily Mail with a pinch of salt. Okay, because their exclusives aren't worth the freaking toilet paper I wipe my backside on. I have caught the Daily Mail many a time now trying to claim that it's their exclusive when really it's the internet's exclusive, all right? Credit your freaking sources, dumbasses. Anywho, here we have Meghan Markle is banned from selling clothes under new As Ever brand as it emerges that a Chinese fashion firm is among many others to have used the name first. So yes, Megzy is now banned from using the name As Ever because of China. Of all countries. Of all countries to take Megzy down in this way. We have to thank China. We really do. And so let's get into the details here, because Daily Mail is reporting that Megzy has been banned from using the name As Ever for a brand. Specifically, she's not allowed to use As Ever to sell any clothing under her brand because of the name's similarity to a cut-price Chinese clothing company. So as long as she sells other things, that's absolutely fine. But the moment Megzy starts selling clothes under her As Ever brand, could be sued. Majorly. So the Mail on Sunday can reveal documents filed at the US Patent and Trademark Office in October 2022 by Megzy and her lawyers applied for permission to sell aprons and other items of clothing along the other long list of jams, dog biscuits and whatevers, right, under the quote As Ever name. Now they issued a 145-page partial rejection of Megzy's trademark application in July 2023, saying that she couldn't actually sell clothing clothing under her As Ever brand because her company's name was too similar to a Chinese fast fashion brand called As Ever. As Ever is based in Shenzhen in China, and it's a clothing company which supplies popular high street stores like H&M. So you may never have heard of the Chinese version of As Ever, but you've heard of H&M. And where does H&M get their clothing from? China. I mean, it's probably one of, let's put it this way, right? Whenever I hear of a clothing company sourcing their clothes from China, I do go a little bit like, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Here, knowing that As Ever provides clothing to places like H&M, I'm like, do you know what? Fine. If it takes Megzy down a little bit with her brand, I'm okay with that right now. So in their response, the US Patent and Trademark Office said, quote, the marks are identical in sound and virtually identical in appearance and are thus confusingly similar for the purposes of determining likelihood of confusion. They also cited clothing category class 25 and sent the trademark application back to Megzy and her lawyers. They stated that the registration of the applied for mark is refused because of a likelihood of confusion. 6 months later, so around about just over a year ago now, Megzy and her lawyers filed a revised application which removed any mention of clothing. So they took the clothing out, and then her trademark for As Ever was at that point approved. So an LA trademark lawyer said, quote, if she sells clothing under the As Ever brand, she risks being sued. But she risks being sued not only by, let's say, how do I put this? Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. I don't know why. Right. She not only risks being sued from this Chinese company As Ever, right? But if she starts selling clothing, I can only imagine then that she also risks being sued by the real As Ever company, As Ever NYC, right? That came to all of our attentions earlier on this week. And by the way, their clothes are pretty much sold out. So at least there's a silver lining and some good has come out for it, right? Mic Drop Lisa, thank you so much for the £5 sugar bucks, ruining Sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way, saying, I think your gain might be a bit high. The mic keeps clipping at high notes. Okay, Mic Drop Lisa, thank you so much. Let me just quickly try and sort that out. Let me have a look here. Okay, so just going to reduce it just a little bit. And we'll see if that's better, okay? I've reduced the gain just a little bit. We'll see if that works. Mic Drop Lisa, let me know if that's worked. Apologies for the sound issues. I thought I got them fixed. Clearly I haven't. Oh well, live and learn. Anywho, let's crack on with this story. So, she... essentially, if she wants to sell clothing, then Megzy needs to choose another brand name if she wants to sell her own clothing line. Now, we know her As Ever products will be sold in conjunction with Netflix, which will launch her show with Love Meghan on the 4th of March. Now, this is the thing, right? This article's turning around and saying, look, you know, if Megzy actually tries to sell clothing under her own As Ever brand, she gets the risk of being sued. So where does that leave the real As Ever NYC brand, right? Well, I've not heard anything since a couple of days ago when this came out where, you know, the founder was like, look, I'm seeking legal advice. It could take a little while until we actually find out if they've got a legal leg to stand on and can go after Megzy. The thing is, though, and what I'm thinking is, after this article here saying, look, Megzy has the risk of being sued if she tries to sell clothing under the As Ever brand because it's similar to the Chinese version, I'd say that we're probably looking at a similar situation here. The real As Ever NYC brand, unfortunately, doesn't have a legal leg to stand on. If Megzy, you know, launches a brand, sells stuff, but it's not clothing, right? then she's in the clear, basically, is what I'm getting from all this information here. So if the real As Ever NYC wants to sue her, I don't think really there's anything that they can do at this point. Because as the US Trademark Patent Office said, we can't essentially, give you the full trademark. You have to remove the clothing element because of the Chinese version of As Ever. It would be the same for the New York City version of As Ever as well. And so if Megxie started to sell clothing under her As Ever brand, then I think As Ever NYC have a legal leg to stand on and could go after her. Until then, if Megxie's launching a brand called As Ever, but she's selling other things, guys, sadly, I think she might actually get away with it. However, the silver lining is that she is banned from using her As Ever name because of China, in the sense of she cannot use her brand As Ever to sell clothes. She is banned from selling clothes using her As Ever brand name, which is what she originally wanted to do. China stopped her in her tracks. Of all countries, to take Megxie down a little bit. It's China, guys. Now, with that being said, for all those watching live right now, stay exactly where you are, because the next topic is going to be coming up shortly, which is, yes, Meghan Markle has been warned that she'll be fired by Netflix if her show flops. What the deuce is going on there? I'm going to be starting that topic in a couple of moments. I'm just going to go into the live chat right now and see what you guys are saying about the first topic. Meghan Markle now banned from using the As Ever brand name because of China. What are you guys saying about it? Let's have a look in the live chat. Firstly, we have Naz B. Thank you so much for the £5 sugar bucks, ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way, saying we all need to call her Meghan Ragland, not Markle. She can call her company Megs and Rags. Fair enough. And guys, this is Naz B's first ever super chat on a live stream. So guys, I'd like the chat to be flooded with hearts right now, because that's very, very kind, very generous of Naz B. Firstly, to even consider sending some sugar bucks my way. But secondly, for it to be their first ever super chat and choosing this community, this channel, me, to send their first ever super chat, that's a moment, guys. That really is a moment. So I really, really want to see right now hearts in the live chat for Naz B right now. Give it up to Naz. Naz, you're a legend. Thank you so, so much. That's very extremely freaking kind of you. I'm telling you that right now. Does not go unnoticed. That is for damn certain. So thank you so much, Naz B, for that. Stephen Magnus, SM in the house. Thank you so much for the £5 sugar bucks, my friend. And all the emails. Dude, like, it just gives me so much background information. It's unreal. So thank you so much for that, mate. I don't even know how you get the time to do it. It's... More power to you, mate. More power to you. Saying the trademark has been approved to continue the process. Meghan still needs to provide proof of use / product samples before it is registered. Correct. However, based on the information I've provided, she can trademark everything in the world, but not clothing. The US Patent Trademark Office has turned around and said you can't trademark As Ever under, the section of clothing, because there's another As Ever company in China that does that. So screw you, Megxie, kind of thing. That's my understanding of it, anywho. Sandra Johnson says, I never thought I would be cheering for China. I know, right, guys? Those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm going to be starting the second topic in a moment, which is Meghan Markle has been warned she will be fired by Netflix if her show flops. I'm just going to go through a couple more of your comments in the live chat before we start the next topic. Saj saying, where is the lawyers advising her on this? What a shiz show. Do you know what? I think her lawyers are advising her, but what do we know about Megxie? It's her way or the highway. If they tell her what she wants to hear, she'll follow their advice. If they tell her what she doesn't want to hear, she won't follow their advice and she'll do it her own way regardless, right? That's the way I would see it. Mic Drop Lisa says, sound is better now. Maybe I'm hearing it more because of the headphones I use. Thank you so much, Mic Drop Lisa. Anywho, appreciate your face. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Jane says, can Megsy trademark her toast? I'm not too sure, but on that bombshell, let's crack on with the second topic for today's live stream. Meghan Markle has been warned she will be fired by Netflix if her show flops. Who is warning her? What the deuce is going on? Let's kick into it right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and we are going to be discussing how Meghan Markle has been warned that an unexploded bomb... That's the third. Oh my goodness. It's as if I have never streamed in my life before. Can we try that again, guys? Take two. Hey up everyone, again, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, Meghan Markle has been warned that she will be fired by Netflix if her show with Love Meghan flops harder than an elephant's trunk. Who is saying it? What the deuce is going on? What is this warning specifically? Well, first and foremost, all props goes to TLX_10 at TLX_0010 for actually sharing this article on Twitter. Now, this is from the Express. And here, Meghan Markle has been warned that she'll be axed by Netflix if she does not win over the viewers. And so she's been warned by a royal expert specifically that if she doesn't win over viewers with her new Netflix show, she will risk being axed, being fired by Netflix, okay? So we know that the show is coming out on the 4th of March, so it's not next week, but the week after. With Love and Megsy will consist of 8 episodes. The show will likely coincide with her brand as ever, as we know. But a royal author said that the latest reaction could make matters worse for the Duchess, who is bound to be just being attacked. And so we have royal author Hugo Vickers stressing that many businesses have a rough start, but the reaction to Meghan's brand shows just how polarising she can be. I mean, paging Dr. freaking Obvious. I mean, come on, of course Megsy's polarising. She's the freaking bed. It does not take a freaking PhD to figure that shiz out. Do you know what I mean, right? But Hugo Vickers tells The Sun, quote, she's bound to be just being attacked because people want to attack her. And maybe actually they're also jumping on the bandwagon. Okay, Hugo Vickers right now can kiss my backside on that one, right? People aren't just jumping on the bandwagon here. It's not that. She's not just being attacked for the sake of being attacked, which is what I'm kind of deducing here with what he's saying. No, she's being attacked because she's, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, ripped off her freaking logo from a Spanish town. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, stolen her brand name from a company in NYC, As Ever NYC, which I call the real As Ever. And wouldn't you believe it, a Chinese company called As Ever, right? Then you look at the launch video, and she's trying to make out she's down to earth, she's not perfect, she's just like us, blah, blah, blah. When the launch for American Riviera Orchard last year shows that she was all about the perfection, blah, 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 right? No. No, she is being fairly criticised. It's not attacks. It's criticism. So he needs to get his head right when it comes to what's actually happening with this situation. She's not being attacked. She's being criticised. Fairly so. For a penny conspiracy theory, whatever, stealing the brand name, and a penny conspiracy theory, whatever, stealing the freaking logo itself. How is that attacking her? That's not attacking her. That's pointing out what she's done. In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. It's criticism. And let's put it this way. If you can't handle the freaking heat, get out of the sodding kitchen. It's like, I'll use me as an example, right? I'm on here, I'm on the internet, I'm on YouTube. I have this amazing community and amazing channel, right? I am extremely lucky, I know this, and extremely fortunate with what I do. I know this. And I'm thankful every single day, I really am. But I know by coming on the internet, by doing my videos every single day, I know there are going to be people that are going to like me and some people that are not going to like me. I'm going to have some people that are going to support me and some people that are going to attack me. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Everyone has that freedom to criticise me if they really want to. Not a problem. Some criticism is warranted. Fair play. And I'll listen to that and I'll learn from that. So, him turning round and saying, Hugo Vickers saying, yeah, people want to attack her and maybe they're just jumping on the bandwagon. No, they're not attacking Megzy. They're criticising her by pointing out exactly what she's freaking doing. Stealing the name, stealing the freaking logo, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. So Hugo Vickers, firstly, get it right, mate. He then argues that this level of bad publicity will not help Hazza and Megzy when it comes to their Netflix deal, which is due to come to an end. It says renewal, but due to come to an end of this year, right? He said a company like Netflix wants value for money. They have to deliver. And the problem is, right, it's been reported that Megzy and Hazza were signed up by Netflix for over $100 million. Have they been value for money over the last few years? Because I really don't think so. You have their mockumentary, Hazza and Megzy, that was released. Okay, fair enough. Then you've got Live to Lead that bombed. Heart of Invictus that freaking bombed. Polo that bombed even harder. The animated series Pearl that got cancelled before it even went into production. Cheers the freaking bed. They ain't been value for money. They have not been worth the toilet paper I wipe my backside on. Netflix must be absolutely fuming with them. And very regretful that reportedly they signed them on for fucking $100 million plus. Hugo Vickers then says, look, I suspect that if it doesn't work, then it'll get axed like everything else. Because that's what happens in the commercial world. You sink or swim. It's a tough world out there. I think in the end, you have to come up with substance. And it'll be interesting to see what sort of substance is produced by this program. Oh, I'll tell you what sort of substance is going to be produced by this program. A lot of freaking word vomit. And maybe actual vomit when I have to watch it for you guys so you don't have to. But you see where I'm coming from here, guys? In freaking sane. How he's like, oh, people are attacking Megzy and jumping on the bandwagon. Dude, people aren't attacking Megzy. They're criticising her for good reason. We all think she's stolen the brand name and stolen the freaking logo. That's not attacking her. That's criticising her. Get it freaking right. People aren't jumping on the bandwagon. People actually are speaking out more because it's... Let's be real here. It's safer to speak out more against these two. Back in the day, when you spoke out against Hazza and Megzy, whoo, oh my goodness, did the sugars descend on you? They'd try and dox you. They'd send you death threats, threats of harm. They'd try and attack you. It got freaking nasty, guys. It really did. And for all the OG alt nerds out there, you'll know about a year and a half ago, they targeted me. I got death threats from them and threats of harm and all that malarkey. So I know firsthand. But now, the sugars, they're morons. And their power is diminishing over time. And so as their power continues to diminish, it's safer now to publicly come out and criticise them. Especially when you're having all these celebrities that are also criticising them as well. You know, people like Meghan Kelly, people like Candace Owens, Piers Morgan, Dan Wooten, comedians, South Park even, Family Guy. It's making it more safer for people now to be more open and more vocal about, you know, criticising Megsy and Hazard. Before it wasn't. So it's not people that are jumping on the bandwagon. It's just, it's a better environment and for people to be able to criticise Hazard and Megsy without getting all these death threats and threats of harm from the freaking crazies in the Sugar Squads. Which, by the way, Sugar Squaddies, if you're watching, and I know you are, this is not an invitation to all of a sudden send death threats and threats of harm to me. But if you do, oh my goodness, you're giving me content for my next video and live streams. I'm just saying. And I'm just going to make more money off of you morons like I did the last time you did it. Your choice. It's up to you. Anywho, Colette Launder. Thank you so much for the $9.99 sugar bucks, ruining a sugar's day by sending a lot of sugar bucks my way. Because we know the sugars are watching and they hate it when you do stuff like this for us Megs' tears and your supporters like this. They hate it. They seethe behind the scenes, I'm telling you right now. I know. So Colette, thank you so much saying, Steph, hate to ask you, but will you watch this freak show and report back so we don't have to? I'm doing one better, Colette. Tune in 4th of March, because I'm going to do a watch party, a live watch party where I'm watching first episode all the way to the end. I am doing a watch party. It is going to be a marathon, that is for certain. And you guys will be getting my live immediate reactions to the whole mess that will probably be with Love and Meghan. So join me live 4th of March for the watch party to probably end all watch parties. So there we go. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are because the third topic is going to be coming up shortly for discussion. Meghan Markle has been warned that an unexploded bomb will ruin her. Who is warning her? That is the shocking bit. What is the unexploded bomb that's ready to TikTok away her whole life? We're going to find out very, very shortly. But for those watching live on the replay, please make sure on your way out you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever. What do you think? If her show flops, and I got a funny feeling it will that be what Netflix needs to fire her and Hazard and get rid once and for all? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. The third topic's coming up shortly. For those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Okay, and that was the second topic for today's live stream. We're going to get on to the third one in a moment, which is Meghan Markle has been warned that an unexploded bomb will ruin her when I can get my teeth back in. Before we get to that, let me have a look in the live chat, see what you guys have been chatting about when it comes to the second topic for today's live stream. So I'm just going to scroll up a little bit and see what you guys are saying. Splatton says, Netflix seems to have very bad judgment. Well, when it comes to Hazard and Megsy, definitely so. But, you know, hindsight is 50-50. Netflix signed these bozos up, signed the gruesome twosome up when there was a big massive rush to sign them up, right? they moved to America, they went to California, all of a sudden we're hearing that they've signed big deal after big deal after big deal after big deal. They didn't know at the time what they were really taking on, that is for sure. Spotify found out in the end. The effing grifters. Right, guys? Let's see what else you guys are saying. Flossie Laurie says, if they want value for money, offer them a fiver and leave. Fair play. Fair play. Project Metal Music had mod saying, karma is going to be brutal for methane. Yep. Karen Thorngren says, I would never watch anything with her or Harry in it. Well, that's why I'm doing the live watch show, watch part. Do you know what? I just think I need a brain transplant at this point. Actually, where is my brain? Has anyone seen Stef's brain? Because I think this is empty at the moment. I can't even form words right now and form a cohesive sentence. What the deuce is going on? Help! I'm doing a watch party, a live watch party on the 4th of March, the day that this thing gets released. I'm going to watch this thing so you guys don't have to. So make sure you are subscribed so that you can tune in to the watch party live 4th of March to see how much of an absolute bomb With Love Meghan is really going to be. Let's see. Wendy Barb says, in the past, Netflix has been annoyed because they never help promote their stuff. At this point, I think they wish Megs would stop trying to promote this. Yeah. Just get it released and that's it. And just let it flop like the others have, essentially. That's it. Diane Marsh says she should call her brand the Narcissist Royal Failure. Or just the Narcissist Royal. That would be quite meta of her, wouldn't it? I don't think she's got the balls to do that, though. The Tashia Poundstone Show says, yes, the more you show them that they don't count and their opinions don't matter, make fun if they're princess, they lose the opportunity to be more of morons. Exactly. Take the power away from them. That's what I did when they tried to send me death threats and threats of harm. What did I do? I took the power away from them and added it to my own by literally doing stream after stream of showing you guys their messages. Point blank, showing you guys their messages. Who it was from, their names, everything. They soon stopped sending me death threats and threats of harm when they found out that I was using their threats to monetize. It's not my first time having to deal with an internet mob. It's probably not going to be my last either. I'm a different freaking animal. I'm from Yorkshire, bitch. We don't take no shit. That is for damn certain. Okay. American Patriot 1776 says, you're not lying, you're telling the truth here. I try. Let's see what else you guys are saying before we start. The third topic for today's live stream. Emily Cheatham, using threats to make money. Awesome. Do you know what I did with that money? Right? I increased my security for this place because they were trying to dox me, and I contacted the police to let them know about it all. But then the second thing I did was, with the leftover money, I got myself some Vivienne Westwood jewellery. Yeah, I always wanted Vivienne Westwood jewellery, and I thought, you know what? Thanks, sugars. Flossie Laurie says, Yorkshire and proud here. Booyah! Love it. With that being said, let's crack on with the third topic for today's live stream. This is the one where Meghan Markle has been warned that an unexploded bomb will ruin her. What's the unexploded bomb? And more interestingly and more shocking, who's actually warning her? He used to be a friend of hers, an ally of hers, it seems. Not anymore. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because Meghan Markle has been warned that an unexploded bomb is going to ruin her. Now, what's this unexploded bomb? And more importantly and shockingly, who's doing the warning? Let's put it this way. He used to be an ally, and based on these recent comments, I don't think he's an ally anymore. He might have just seen the light. Here we go. This is coming from The Sun. Meghan's disastrous rebrand is the worst ever. An unexploded bomb will ruin her. Now, this is just over a minute clip, so let's play it and let's discuss about it afterwards.
It's a calamity for me. It's a bit of a disaster. It's quite embarrassing. We've had all these problems with American Riviera Orchard, all the trademark issues. Suddenly...
Yeah, all the issues with American Riviera Orchard, as in she can't actually use that brand name because the trademark office turned around and said you can't use a name for your brand that's literally a geographical location, even though she tried to rewrite history and do a bit of political spin, turning around and saying, I stopped using the name because it only limited me to get stuff from that area. Ooh, she trying a freaking kid. The narcissistic nutbag. Anywho, let's continue.
As ever comes out, and there's all these issues with the mayor in Mallorca and this company in New York saying, well, actually, this is our name as well.
You might notice this dude right here that I've just paused on. You might recognise him. It's Jack Royston from Newsweek. And if you think he's an ally for Megxie and Hazza, wait until you hear what comes out of his gob.
It's the worst rebrand ever. Jack?
I think the biggest unexploded bomb here for Meghan is this company in New York. You know,
the biggest unexploded bomb is the As Ever NYC company, the clothing company. Whoo!
the Spanish town is embarrassing. They're kind of saying it looks like Meghan's ripped off their logo. It's a bit awkward, but they're not trading on the American market. So there's no way that that Spanish town, I don't think, can actually sink this rebrand. But this company in New York, if they file a legal challenge here and say, look, we are as ever, you're going to sink us, because, you know, she, in Google search terms, she's going to blow them out of the water. You know, they'll be buried. She's going to absolutely bury them on Google. And if they challenge it to try to protect their business and she is forced to change the name again, then that is disaster levels of catastrophe for her. Because you can rebrand once and people are like, oh, right, okay, this is a bit awkward. But if you rebrand twice, it just looks like it's going to look like a failure.
This is a thing, right? Jack Royston says, if you rebrand once, fair enough. If you rebrand twice, it's going to look like a failure. She already looks like a failure. She already looks like a failure. Because her name, Opinion Conspiracy Theory, whatever, she's ripped off. The logo, Opinion Conspiracy Theory, whatever, she's ripped off. As I discussed in the first topic for today's live stream, Megxie is now banned from using the As Ever brand from selling clothing because of freaking China. There's a Chinese company that's got the As Ever name and they do clothing. It's already a disaster. It's already a disaster of epic proportions. You've already had Meghan McCain and Bethany Frankel, two that I discussed on the live stream on Friday. If you missed it, check it over. Where they're criticising her for this new brand. And they're already saying it's a failure. Everyone's turning round and siding quite rightly with the As Ever brand in NYC against Megxie. You go to As Ever NYC website, all their clothing pretty much is sold out. I logged on yesterday because I wanted to get some clothing and do an unboxing for you guys. It's all gone. It's all gone. So I'm going to have to wait. Okay, fine. Fine. At least they do international shipping. But anyway, the brand has already failed. It has already failed. But yeah, to say that this is the worst rebrand ever, I would say, yeah, it is. And the unexploded bomb is As Ever NYC, the real As Ever company. I definitely agree with that. The problem is that what chance do they really have of succeeding against Megxie trying to fight her over the As Ever name? Because if the US Patent and Trademark officers turned around and said, yes, Megxie, you can use the As Ever name, but there's the exception to the rule, you cannot use it to sell clothing, then if she's not using the As Ever brand to sell clothing, do the real As Ever NYC actually have a leg to stand on to be able to successfully sue her if she's selling other things but not clothing, and so not being in direct competition with them? Do you see where I'm coming from there? Now, I hope they're able to get the legal advice and they're able to find a way to successfully sue the absolute leaving daylights out of Megxie. Absolutely. Totally. I think she definitely needs to have done a due diligence and not change not use that name in the first place. Absolutely. But if I'm thinking about this logically and realistically, what chance do the real As Ever NYC company have of successfully suing Megxie over this? She's not selling clothing and therefore not being in direct competition with them. How can they prove that her As Ever brand is financially damaging them? Especially when her naming her brand As Ever has actually made thousands and thousands of people actually discover As Ever NYC, to the point where As Ever NYC has now pretty much sold out all of their clothing. If anything, in a kind of like cockamamie way, Megxie naming a brand As Ever has been like what's it, like a hidden blessing really for As Ever NYC, because Megxie names a brand As Ever. We find out the existence of the real As Ever NYC. We share their Instagram, we share their socials, we share their website. So that's free promotion for As Ever NYC. And I'm not, it's a fair play, right? That's a good thing. And furthermore, their whole clothing is now pretty much sold out. So it's kind of a hidden blessing for them in a way. It's I'm a bit on the fence as to whether they can really successfully sue her or not. But Nasby says, and thank you so much for the £5 sugar bucks, saying if she's doing a food show, it should be called Negative Feedback. Do you know what? I might take that and do that as maybe like a series of negative feedback. That's not a bad one, actually. That's not bad at all. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I am not done with you guys yet. We're going to get on to the fourth and final story for today's live stream, which is Meghan Markle dodges Prince Harry's divorce fears. She's refusing, apparently, to reassure Prince Harry that she will not divorce him. What the deuce is going on? For those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet. For those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure on your way out you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Like, share, comment down below. What do you think to this warning from Jack Royston? Do you believe it? Do you not? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'll be starting the fourth and final story shortly. Those watching the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Okay, and that was the third story for today's live stream. I'll be starting the fourth one in a moment, so those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm just going to dive into the live chat, see what you guys have been talking about when it comes to the third topic. SM, Stephen Magnus, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks, mate. Saying 3 times February 2025 TMs cover the same as Chrissy Teigen's. Ooh, okay. Okay. Someone might be going after Chrissy's crown, I see. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Saj, hey up, Saj. Thank you so much for the $2 sugar bucks. Saying her brand should be called Narcissus. Yeah. Because narcissistic nut bags, I've taken that one. I own narcissistic nut bags, okay? I'm just saying. Let's see what else you guys are chatting before we get on to the fourth and final topic of the day. Naz B, thank you so much again for all your support, mate. Appreciate it. I thought you'd like that title, Stef. Thank you. Any other ideas? Let me know. Let me know, Naz B. Thank you. Rosemary. Hey up, Rosemary. How's it going? Thank you so much for the $10 sugar bucks. Ruining a shiz ton of sugars days by sending a shiz ton of sugar bucks my ways. Saying, happy Sunday, Steph. I think I bought the last pair of chinos from @AsEverNYC. Ha ha ha. So you're to blame, right? There. Enjoy. I love how Meg's incompetence brought so much attention to them. Exactly. And this is the thing, right? Her naming her brand As Ever has been a little bit of a hidden blessing for As Ever NYC because it's brought a lot of attention to them. Thousands of more people know about them now, and they've pretty much sold out of everything. So from a marketing and like selling kind of perspective, this has been good for them. Again, I hope they find a way to sue the freaking living daylights out of Megsy, I'm telling you. But I am a little bit scared as to what their chances would be to successfully sue the living daylights out of her. Oh, Nancy Major. Hello from Florida, Steph. Hey up, Nancy from Yorkshire. I hope to come back to Florida one day. I say I hope. It will happen, to be fair. It will happen, to be fair. It's only a matter of time. So, yes, hello from Florida indeed. Right, with that being said, let's crack on with the final and fourth topic for today's live stream. Meghan Markle dodges Prince Harry's divorce fears. She refuses to reassure Prince Harry that she will not divorce him. Why is she refusing? Hey up everyone, it's me, Steph, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, let's jump into the fourth and final topic for today's live stream. Meghan Markle is dodging Prince Harry's divorce fears. Apparently, according to this report here from Radar Online, she's refusing to reassure Prince Harry that she will not divorce him. Why would she refuse that? If the source is right, why is she refusing to reassure Hazard that she won't divorce him? Why? Has she been offered some big bucks for that upcoming post-divorce memoir that she was shopping around allegedly, according to Vanity Fair? I'm just asking for a friend. However, the report says that Hazard is frantically trying to get Megsy to focus on him and help squelch the divorce rumours once and for all to show she cares about, essentially, their marriage that is going down the toilet faster than you can say a lead balloon. But her attention has wandered to a Netflix deal and rescuing her podcast series. Apparently, Hazard is becoming increasingly bothered by all the divorce rumours, and it's made him more clingy at home. The source saying, quote, Harry is way more dependent on Meghan than people might think, and he needs to know she's on his side and standing by him. Of course, Hazard's way dependent on Megsy. Why? Because opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, Megsy has literally isolated him from all his family and all his friends that he knew growing up. And he's in a different country that he didn't grow up in for the majority of his life. Of course he's going to be freaking reliant on Megxie. Why? Because she made it that way. She made it that way. Her narcissistic nutbag ass made it that way. Now, the insider added he may have agreed to split their focus to get more done, as in that professional separation malarkey. But now he's regretting it. It's not just that he misses having Meghan with him when he travels, it's also the constant narrative that they're breaking up. He tries to laugh it off, but it gets on his nerves and it wears him down. Look, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. And these rumours have been going on for years. And them doing that professional separation last year just intensified those rumours even more. The dumbasses thought it was a good idea. Who are they paying for PR again and advice? Because quite clearly it's just not working. According to the source, reports, Markle had reached out to publishers about the whole memoir post-divorce. Even though she's still married to Hazza, Prince Hazza's teeth on edge despite denials from Markle that neither she nor representative has shopped such a book. This whole divorce book situation sent him into a spiral, the insider added. He was furious that people were giving more ammunition for gossip about their marriage, that it even had to be addressed was mortifying. He freaking addressed it in that interview in the New York Times stage last year. He was happy to address it then. Shiz the freaking bed. Now, I can see why he would be frustrated that Megxie has not gone on record to deny that she did not shop a book around that would detail her life post-divorce from Hazza. I'd see why he'd be peeved off with that. And it's interesting why she hasn't done that. Megxie and Hazza are very, very quick through representatives or friends or sources close to the couple to deny rumours, right? It's interesting how that one wasn't denied through their friends or sources or friends close to the couple or whatever, right? Don't you think? It's interesting that they didn't do any of that to deny the notion that Megxie went round to publishers to shop a post-divorce Life from Hazza book. What does that silence tell you guys? That non-denial, the absence of that denial. What does that tell you? Tells me a lot, that's for sure. So the source added, now he's on a big push to put it all to rest and wants Meghan to join him for his events like the Invictus Games trip to Canada. Yeah, all good and well for her to join for the Invictus Games in Canada. Little bit suspicious that she leaves halfway through though. When it wasn't even announced before the Invictus Games that she'd be leaving halfway through. It was announced before the last Invictus Games in Germany that she was going to be arriving a few days after it started. We got that. But we didn't get any pre-warning that she was going to leave halfway through on the Canadian one. Which to me means one thing. She left like that. It was a decision that was made like that. It wasn't planned. It was a spur of the moment she was leaving. Why? There's certain theories out there. Now, Hazza is getting increasingly frustrated not only with Megxie not helping to deny the rumours that their marriage is basically down the shizzer, but is also frustrated with Megxie because she's now obsessed with her brand and her show coming up on Netflix. The article saying here she's been devoting her time to a new podcast deal with Lemonada Media, but also as well the Netflix show. One source added, Meghan has a lot on her plate and she doesn't have time to babysit Harry, but she'll give in to keep him happy. He's always been the more sensitive one and needs constant reassurance from her. It's as if Megxie is kind of, according to this source, kind of put him in a state of constant anxiety and fear over their relationship. And I suppose having someone in constant fear and anxiety of the relationship makes them easier to control, right? And so, if it's true that Megxie refuses to reassure Prince Hazza that she won't divorce him, then this could be some kind of very, very wicked and very, very insidious and sick narcissistic attempt to control him by keeping him under anxiety and fear that their relationship could end at any moment. And if you're in constant anxiety and fear that the relationship could end at any moment when you don't want that, then you'll do everything you can to make sure that doesn't happen by doing everything that person wants you to do. So it suits Megsy, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that she doesn't reassure Hazza that she won't divorce him. Because that puts him under a constant cloud of anxiety and fear, which makes it even more easier then for her to control him in this relationship and wear the pants in this relationship. What do you guys think? With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with any of you guys yet. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. Do make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe for more. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. If this source is right, why do you think Megsy refuses to reassure Prince Harry that she won't divorce him? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you yet. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Okay, and that was the fourth topic. I mixed story and topic together. Yay! That was the fourth topic for today's live stream. For those that are currently watching at the moment, if you can please do me a favour on your way out. Firstly, make sure you subscribe to this channel here for more Hazza and Megsy news. The misadventures of the gruesome twosome definitely continues day by day. But also as well, please support the expansion of the Alterverse. I started my second channel at the beginning of this year, Political Nerds, and my goodness, you Alter Nerds have been supporting me over there so much. So I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed over there so far and watched my content. If you haven't, please go over and subscribe right now. The link to the channel is pinned right at the top of the live chat. It's also in the description bar below. For those that don't know, I actually do have a degree in international relations and security studies. As part of my degree, I studied sociology, politics, conflict resolution, ethics, philosophy. My dissertation was actually on the ethics and philosophy of international terrorism. And so politics is my wheelhouse. That's my academic wheelhouse. It's where I come from when it comes to like my university and what I did there. So I do have a little bit of knowledge when it does come to politics. So please, if you can, head on over there and give me a friendly subscribe and help us grow even more on Political Nerds. Thanks again to everyone that has subscribed so far over there and supported me on my videos. You guys are amazing. So thank you so much. Let's read a couple of your comments before we go. Naz B, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks. You've definitely been ruining a lot of Sugar's days by sending sugar bucks my ways. My goodness, Naz B, thank you so much. Saying about her kids, matched, hatched, dispatched. Dude, where have you been all my life? Where have you been all my life, Nasby? Oh my goodness, you are coming out with some right zingers. I love this. Seriously, next live stream, Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. Please, everyone out there that's watching, and Nasby, please make it. I want to hear more of these zingers. This is amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. Linda Coleman saying she's been criticised for actions and speeches, which is more like how many lies can you put out at a time? In my opinion, she's been making this bed that she now gets to lie in. Damn right. Colette Lash says, why doesn't he divorce her? She's a liability. Because that's all he's got left. That is all he's got left in this world. Because he can go back to the royal family, but he'll be with the tail between his legs, and he'll be treated the same as Prince Andrew, swept under the carpet, in a royal lodge somewhere, never pretty much to be seen again. And he won't want that. He won't want that, I'm telling you. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Sarai Rios says they were arguing all through Invictus. Apparently so. That's one of the rumours, guys. That's one of the rumours. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Sarge is saying, take your manhood back, Harry. Sarge, if I may, respectfully, a little bit of a correction. Take your blue manhood back, Harry. For those that know, you know. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Let's see. BJ Rooney says, Meg cannot give up her royal connection. She's well aware that if she does, she will be toast. No one will have anything to do with her. No. And for her to even try with this brand actually is quite funny. Because she is set to fail before she's even begun. Why? As I've always said, there's a likability and trust issue with her. If people don't like and trust her, then people are not going to like and trust what she wants to sell and what she wants to grift. She's screwed. She's screwed. She should just take all the millions that she's got, get a financial investor advisor. Seriously, like, please, if Stef's brain is missing, all right? I need a picture of my brain on all your milk cartons, okay? Stef's brain is missing. If found, please send back to Yorkshire. Thank you. She's the freaking bad. Yeah. She needs to get all the millions that she's already got, get a financial advisor, a really, really good one, to advise her in, you know, which bonds and which investments to invest her money in to make her even more money, and just do it that way instead. Because her trying to brand herself and be famous, this, that, and the other is just not going to work for her. Because the majority of people don't like her, the majority of people don't trust her at this point. She's screwed. She's screwed. Ms. M in the house, gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey, up to our newest leader, courtesy of Ms. M. And as I mentioned on Friday, next week will be the leader-only stream for February. It's the only time you guys get to call in, and we discuss all the misadventures of the gruesome twosome for the month of February. And there's a lot that's happened, and I'm sure there's a lot you guys want to discuss. So if you don't want to miss out on the leader-only stream for next week and call in, you guys know what to do. Hit that join button today. Let's go through a couple more. Gunner Girl says, did you darken your hair, Stef? It looks beautiful. No, I didn't darken my hair. It's still the same colour. It's just, I've got it up. I've just got it up. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let's leave on this one. Peyton Sassafras. She needs to go back by being a alleged yacht girl. You guys are sassy today. What are you guys been drinking? Give me some, please. And if anyone does find my brain, please package it up and just send it back to Stef the Alternerd, England, Yorkshire. That's all you'll need to put on the return, okay? With that being said, thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in for this live stream or has watched on the replay. Thank you to everyone that's hit that like button, that's been generous enough to gift leaderships or join as a leader, or generous enough to send some sugar bucks my way. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much to everyone that subscribed today on this channel or on my second channel, Political Nerds, because the expansion of the Altiverse continues. So thank you to everyone that has supported the expansion and has also headed over to my second channel to subscribe there. there. The link to my second channel, Political Nerds, is pinned right at the top of the live chat. It's also in the description bar below. I do have a degree in international relations and security studies. Politics is my academic wheelhouse, guys. I know what I'm talking about. Well, I'd like to think so anyway. So, yeah, do head on over to Political Nerds and get to see a different side of me that I've not really shown people online before. You'll agree with some of the things I say. You'll disagree with some of the things I say. But that's okay, guys. That's really okay. With that being said, wherever you are in the world, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a wonderful week. Monday to Thursday, you'll have your Daily Nerds 3 times a day, and then we'll go live on Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern, and then Sunday again, we'll be live, 10 o'clock UK, 5 o'clock Eastern. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much for the support. Until the next time, you guys. Laters.